You saw through their effort to trick you. Please scroll on if this doesn't resonate. They wanted you to focus on something else. They feel like you're dealing with a very tricky person. I didn't mean to hurt you. I didn't mean to do it. I think they did mean to. Go with your first instinct. I think right away, I think a feeling came to you, and sometimes it's too easy. Sometimes we don't realize that intuition, that instinct, that knowing that comes to us right away before we talk ourselves out of it, that what this person did was very deliberate. I feel like it's a sleight of hand trick. You know what I mean? Guess which shell the ball is under, and they'll like shuffle the shells around and you see which shell the ball's under. Well, you have to focus to see which one the ball's under, right? And they do all these things to try to trick you, and they try to make you focus on the wrong shell. There's other tricks like that. It's like a magic trick, and I think that's what you're dealing with here. This is someone who would go to great lengths to make you think other things. They had an ulterior motive. If this is for you, you know what it's about, and I would get more specific, but I just don't want to freak anyone out. I think you've figured it out. I think I'm just here to confirm. When it's your intuition, it's so peaceful and so calm sometimes that it can be easy to overlook, and I think that could have been what happened, but I think they're still doing it. I think they're still trying to get you to focus on something else. Like, every time something comes up, they think you're so easy to work. Like, they think, oh, well, I'll just get them to talk about this other subject with their kids, or get them to talk about, I don't know. I just feel like this person does a very good job of distracting you. I'm thinking back to some place I worked where I figured out right away that a manager was doing this with candy at her desk. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know these types of people? It was actually really smart, but it was very manipulative. Anyway, she used that candy to manipulate a lot of people. Oh, you are not of this earth, alone but not lonely. I think this has happened to you before. I think you've been targeted by people, and I don't want to make you paranoid or anything like that. I just mean, I think people have tried to isolate you, get you alone, and just tried to have their way with you. Like, people just see you as someone who's so different, and they can't manipulate you, so they use you to manipulate other people. I mean, I've had people who were so manipulative, like, they'll say stuff like, oh, you were supposed to say this, like, in response to something. And I mean, joking, well, you're supposed to say this. Well, after a while, they say that enough. I'm like, why is this person telling me what I was supposed to say? And I think, okay, so when somebody can't manipulate you, like when you don't fall for their tricks, like when they can't work you one way, what they'll do is use you to work other people. I think this is someone who has known you for a long time. And I just think they can't figure you out. I think they can't figure you out. And because of that, they've pulled you into some of their garbage anyway. I think what happened is something went too far. And I think they didn't realize you would get so hurt in the process. And now they're trying to backtrack, act like it wasn't them. You know exactly who it was. You know what happened. If this is for you, you know what I'm talking about. I have to be vague because it could apply in many different scenarios, but I do know this is going to apply to someone. You're dealing with a very tricky person. I do think, like I said, I think, how to put it, I'm not getting the worst vibe from this person. I think this person's in a rough spot themselves. I'm getting reminded of stuff like people who embezzle. One thing they teach you to look for, like in college, I had to take classes about this. They'll teach you to look for the person who is anxious at work. That's the person embezzling, usually. But there are a lot of tells, because that person knows they're going to get caught, or they're afraid they're going to get caught. They wonder why they haven't already got caught. And I think that's what's going on. And when somebody is embezzling, usually a lot of times, I don't know the statistics. It's been a long time since I took these classes, but probably 90% of the time it's because they are in some kind of financial distress because of something in their life. It could be something beyond their control. Now, I'm not saying that means you need to forgive them. I'm not saying that means you overlook them or let them steal, because they shouldn't be doing this. They're doing some devious stuff. And not what you think. They're hiding some stuff. But I do think there's something more going on. But I just think the best course of action for you is just to back off and not get involved, and just to keep your mouth quiet, and less is more. This is going to pass. I think this person's going to be removed. Whatever is going on, I really think this person is going to be removed from the entire situation, just like removing a character from a TV show. So I wouldn't even worry about it. I just think this is going to be over for you very soon. And you might think, oh, it couldn't happen that way. That couldn't be removed. Oh, you don't know what's going to happen. You have no idea. Wow. Your grateful came out again. This keeps coming out. You have positive thoughts and you have nothing to hide. I love that this came out because I think it goes with the rest of this. I think they're trying to make you feel like, I don't know, just a bunch of devious stuff. You have nothing to hide. You have nothing to hide. Don't let them make you feel like you do. Be grateful even for this. Be grateful for all the stuff you're going through, and it'll change faster if you're grateful. If you find reasons to just focus on the good things to get you through this, and it'll be over soon. Just the gratitude will make you more positive. But any negativity about this is just, it's not going to help. It's not going to help. I just really feel like I'm supposed to tell you, the more positive you are, the faster you're going to get out of here. Seriously, this is going to end for you, but it's going to end faster if you have positive thoughts. Anyway, you have nothing to hide. You have positive thoughts, and you are grateful. It is spoken, it is written, and so it is. Amen.